Hey, we're playing the Stanley
This is the
Parable.
story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, hold on. Can I turn up camera sensitivity? Alright. Much better. So, out of my office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The meeting room. To the meeting room we go. Where's the meeting room?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On the left, you say, huh? Huh. On the left. But what if I go back? Can I? No. Can I do anything? No. But what if I go on the right? I don't. Nah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Open
It
the
had
damn
really been
blinds.
worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We'll follow.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, man. You cannot be putting all these buttons and doors in front of my face and expect me not to go there, dude. Like, I will. Oh, we'll follow.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
40 times 1. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of complete today's unfinished agenda items right next time. Okay. Okay. What's going on here? But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic? Big net? Some sort of child trap. What the fuck? The boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. No. Absolutely not. Yo, Chris, are you still in the broom?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, there's something in here. There's something. Something has to be.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's go up. To my boss's office. Executive bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Oh yeah, this is bars right here. Can I open the toilet? No. No reflection. I'm a vampire. Crazy. What's going on here? Huh? Open up. I can see back there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley
What the hell?
happened to input the correct code.
What is, man, what the hell going on?
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yo, I can crouch. What in the jibber jabber's going on here? Okay. We shall proceed down the stairs or elevator. Loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Yo. Wait, I can go back up.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, I'm not going in the mind control
Although
facility.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Nah, I won't. I won't. He's bluffing, he's bluffing. I'm not gonna die. I'm just not like that, man. Like, what can I say?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah, I am. Oh. Oh, wait, I actually died? No, okay, good.
As the machine whirred into motion and
What the
Stanley was
hell?
inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
Oh no.
Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this
Oh no.
world is. Perhaps
Oh
his
no.
death was of no great loss.
Oh no.
Like plucking the
Oh
eyeballs
no.
from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh shit.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley
What?
was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing
Yo,
him
I'm not
instantly.
dead. I'm still alive.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Huh?
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Office layout. Filing. Yeah, these are filing cabinets, man. You got that. Office computers. I can't even change anything. What's going on here? Wait, yo. Okay, never mind. The office. Okay. No. You're not gonna tell me this is like actually the end credits, right? Dude, I've been playing for 10 minutes. What are we talking about? There's no way. Maintenance room. An early vision of the... Yeah. Wait, where do I go? What? I mean, this is pretty and all beautiful and shit, but like... Where in the... Okay.
Stanley pushed the big red button.
Big red button?
And finally, he pushed the number 9.
Did I already complete the fucking game?
Stanley jumped.
I just got here, man. Something not right, man. Something not right. Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Curve that wall. Okay. Flick it.
Can you see?
Pull the lever,
Can you
crunk.
see how much they need one another? No,
No.
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh.
But
Oh,
listen
no.
to me. You can still save
Oh,
these
no.
two. You can stop the program before they both
Oh,
fail.
no.
Turn
Oh, no.
off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
As long as you move
I'm not
forward, you'll be
turning
walking
off
someone
my
else's
PlayStation.
path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time
I can't.
choose for you.
Dude, I cannot. I'm not turning off my PlayStation, dude. What? Am I? Oh, we're loading. Oh. Huh?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the? Turn that off. Hey. Turn off. Come on. It needs input. How do I input on this? Huh. Huh. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Last
he
time
entered
we
the
went
door on
right,
his left.
so let's go left. No. No. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
So we've
Feeling
already
a
been
wave
here.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming
go
to a
down.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Paper on the floor.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Okay, hold
His
on,
boss
hold
would
on,
think he
hold
was
on.
crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Oh, I'd like
None
a
of it made
drink.
any logical sense.
No? Okay.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did
Maybe
doors
11,
close
12.
automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me.
You gotta let me
thinking
go.
about how it's describing
You gotta
my
let me out of
thoughts,
here,
he
man.
thought.
You cannot be.
And while he thought it all very
No.
odd, and wondered if this
Dude,
voice
let me
spoke
go.
to all
Let
people
me-
in their dreams, the
Let me
truth
out!
was that, of course, this was
Please!
not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Oh, I'm pressing buttons, all right.
My life is
You don't even
normal.
know. You
I
hear
am
that?
normal.
Damn.
Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Man, what the hell just happened?
Of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings,
Who the hell is Mariella?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
How am I back here again?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yo, I want to go into the 420, man. Let me in. Let me in.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Let's see. Of course, if you click it enough, it'll open, right?
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I don't think I will.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's expensive, man. No. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of
Yikes.
the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I don't want to stop at the employee
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Brother, you sound like a fucking enemy.
The fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Exactly.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. I think I'm good. Actually, I think I'm very well fine.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley will not be walking through the red door, for a matter of fact. I will not be doing that.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
No.
Stanley walked through the red door.
The blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
No, the blue door. I want to go.
Stanley walked. All right, fine. Go ahead,
Fuck
Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Man.
You see?
Shut up, man.
Here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think
100% worth it, dude.
Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to
guns?
see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Orange. I like it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
What if I just don't answer, though? Or do I have to? I mean, realistically, right? If we really think about it, right? If we really think about it, all he did was he gave us an extra door, which, you know, ain't much deserving of a 4. Therefore, we can't give it a 5 because that's too high. A 1's too low, so we'll go for a 2.
Now, this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either.
Exactly.
You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term.
Exactly.
It didn't cause you excruciating pain.
You know, this guy knows what he's talking about. This guy knows what he's talking about, man.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
You don't say. Look. You don't say. You don't say. Oh. Worldwide leaderboard. Good old Nino did it in 2 seconds. What do you mean 2 seconds, gang? What? Anyways, we go back again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Oh my god.
Again, honest answers.
Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype
that
of a new game I've been working
jack shit
on,
for me,
and
dude.
now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Open the door.
Perfect.
Open the door. Come on. Oh.
In this game, the baby
What?
crawls left
What?
towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, he'll fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
What the
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh. No, fuck the baby. That's too loud. I don't know. I'm not pressing that. Fuck the baby. Burn it.
You heartless
Burn it.
bastard.
Burn
Did
it.
you do it because you
That
hate
was
babies
way
or
too
purely
loud.
to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Dude, the last thing that's gonna improve my experience is a baby crying.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Oh, loading again. Wonderful experience.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this
What?
game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Isn't this like Firewatch or
But
something?
it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps for some
Dude,
sort
okay.
of twisted erotic purpose.
What? What are we even
that
on
must
about,
be it.
dude? What?
A fascinating venture
What do you
into the
mean,
experience
dude?
of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's
Let me
venture
out.
outward and see what else
Let me
is
out.
there.
Let me out. Thank you. Thank you. Man, it's kind of pretty, man. I swear this is Firewatch, though. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold the boat. Hold on. Okay, we do have a staircase. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now this feels more like a job for me rather than pressing them buttons.
No, it can't be.
Let's go for a walk,
It
gang.
is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Don't you fucking...
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that...
God
that thing.
damn it.
That big open...
There's no
just
way,
wandering
right?
around, no right or wrong directions, no path to
This
follow. You
motherfucker
can
just
go
built a
in
rust
any-
compound on me.
Oh, thank heavens.
There has
we
to be a
avoided it.
crack, right?
We're out of the woods
There
now,
always is a
Stanley.
crack.
Okay, I'm going to
Right
get us
here.
out of here. Let's find another game.
No,
Preferably something
please.
with walls. Something
No,
with
no, I
nice,
don't want
big,
big, no.
insurmountable walls.
No, please, no. I don't want big insurmountable walls. I want tiny little garden picket fences. I want to hop
will be
them.
just the thing.
No, please don't.
Wonderful. See, this
wait.
is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big
Oh.
box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this
Now-
is game design.
Now, what
Stanley,
happened
if you
here?
manage to get lost in this game,
This
I will
is
be
not-
phenomenally impressed.
What the fuck? Huh?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Huh?
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh,
What the
fun.
fuck?
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, please give me. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. I can sprint. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Oof, oof. Ooh, I'm gonna get him. No, 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 no. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here, come here, come
Are
here.
you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it
This
better
is-
than my miserable little story that I
Dude,
worked
this
so hard
100. I missed.
Stanley, I have a
This is 100
And
times
I
better.
realize I'm not a sportsologist,
come here,
but
come here,
if
come here,
one
come here,
ball
come here, come here.
generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Yes,
I'm going to
yes.
try it out. Here comes another ball.
Yes. Oh my god, we got 2.
Yes.
Watch this.
Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing,
Okay,
doesn't
wait.
it?
Wait, hold on,
Stanley,
hold on,
I'm
hold
like
on,
a
hold
child
on.
in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm
Let's go.
insatiable. More balls.
Oh my god! So many balls! So many nuts! Please, please, let me score. Yes. Go ahead, bastard.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Dude,
Are
I'm
you
so
having
enjoying
fun?
myself right now.
Is this a
You don't
real
even know.
video game?
You
Well, I
don't even
sure
know.
hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
Oh, fuck.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end.
Hey,
This
man.
is my game, and what I
Hey, man,
say
give me my
goes.
balls back,
You
man.
get
Give
to
me
have
my
fun when I
fucking...
let you, Stanley.
This
Besides,
dude
you
just stole
need
my
someone like
balls,
me to
man. You
set
can't be...
boundaries for you.
Oh.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I didn't even mean to... I genuinely did. I slipped. What?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that, Stanley.
You can't do it, you know that. Filing cabinets. Okay, so where do I go? I guess it's the door. Okay, maybe not the door. Where am I? And how did I get here? And how do I get out of here? I still cannot jump. Oh. Where am I, dude? And why is there tits on the ceiling? What the hell? And why are they crooked? Wait. Why are they not sending... Ugh. Ugh. Open the door. Okay, other way. Open this door. Open this door. No, okay. This way. Yeah, this way. Yep, left. Can I? Nope. Yo, they got glowing titties out here, dude. That's crazy. Okay, so I just walked all the way over here for what? Do I? For nothing, apparently. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down
Dude.
in wherever he is right now.
My
I
head
wonder
is
if he's
hurting,
happy with
dude.
his choice.
Oh my
And if
god.
he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap
I do
everything up at
not.
the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
But what do you mean by that, though?
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
This guy thinks
Once
he's
this
God.
ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
What do you mean by that, man? Hey, man, what do you mean by that, man? Don't put me back in that fuck ass office, man. Don't do it, man. Don't you dare. God damn it! Man, where the hell do I even go? No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Get out of
meeting
my
room.
head.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It has to be like a door or something, right? That I can open?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
You say that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. We go right.
This was not the
We go
correct
right.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We'll go left.
And
We'll
so he
humor.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I like me a big red shiny button though. Ooh, big red shiny button. Now, do I go left with the elevator, or do I go in the door? I will take the elevator. I love pressing buttons. Down we go. Oh.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
You tell me, man. You tell me.
It's, left. Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
No, I want to go left now. Hey. No, I want to go left now. Oh, hell no, man.
No, not the right.
Oh, I'm about to beat your ass,
Right.
dude. Oh, my God. I'm about to start swinging.
It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Make up your mind, damn it.
Now, let's
Let me
see.
out.
We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Damn it. Why is there a running truck here? Well, okay. Nope. 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 Please. Please. Please let me out. I don't want to go in there, man. I'm about to get like... Dude. What the hell am I looking at? This is insane.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to
What?
be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No, don't you dare close my eyes.
We
Don't
just
you
get
dare
back
close
to
my
him.
eyes.
Oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Pirate?
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Don't you
And
dare.
this time,
No,
suppose
don't.
we don't wander so far
Don't
off
you
track.
dare.
Okay,
Don't
from
you
the top.
dare, man. Don't put me back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Four
When
computers.
Stanley... Wait, what?
Huh?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley,
How many-
did you change anything when we were back in that room
Right.
with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on.
Yeah, I totally
Why
did,
am I
man.
asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then.
Yeah.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find
What?
the story.
Put. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. I don't know the rest of this bullshit rhyme. We'll go left if I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. Where? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Well, or 5. Yeah, wait. Which
I'll
one?
say it. This is the worst adventure
it,
I've
right.
ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Don't you
Well,
dare.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
God
Why not?
damn! That was bright. Oh my God.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fuck, that's bright. Okay, dude, don't. Okay.
Okay, yep,
Yeah,
it's
what?
worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, open the door. Nothing changed? Okay. Can't open it. Can't open it. Can't open it. Can't open it. Now this seems like a place I want to be at. This seems like the door for me. Hey, open up. Open up. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up, man.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story.
Dude.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay, you can't be doing this to me, man. You cannot be... No, dude. You cannot just... They got black mold in here, man. They need to get that checked out. Like, someone's gonna get sick.
Now this... Well,
This
I'll be
is the
honest, I don't
1980s,
recognize this
dude.
place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what?
Man, I
Since
don't
I've
even know what's
completely
going on
forgotten what
anymore
we were
at this
supposed
point.
to be
What?
doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know
I've done
you've
it!
done a lot of hard work,
I've done it!
and it really paid off. So, good job.
It's gonna be the end of the stream, guys. I won.
No, I don't feel right
It's
about
been
this
fun.
at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Hey, man.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen
Where's
this
my
time. I have
lady?
to restart.
Oh. There's no way that you just did that again. Oh. The Stanley Parable line. You don't say, huh? Let me quickly indulge in some stimulants while we wait here. Give me a second. I need a... Alright.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How
Now-
simple is that?
What if I don't want to follow the Stanley Parable Adventure line? What if I don't feel so inclined to follow it? I am not Mo from Wally, you see? I don't really want to follow the line. This changed. What if I just follow the normal path? That doesn't close. That doesn't close. So does that mean I can just come back?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay, so I do have to go back. Okay. Follow the line. Nothing. Now... I swear I just saw
See?
something.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is
Dude,
the
don't
story
be
of
getting
no
too
destination
philosophical with me
still
now.
a
You are
story?
not
Simply by
Shakespeare,
the
dude.
act of moving forward,
Or Sisyphus,
are we
or...
implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to
What?
follow this train of thought for a minute. Just
What
stick with
the
me.
fuck?
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now,
What
if
are
my
you
experience
on about,
of
dude?
Your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office. Is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Dude,
Not sure
what
where I was
the
going with all that.
fuck?
You know what? I think what we need right now
That's
is a
what
bit
I
of
mean,
music
dude.
to
Like,
lighten the mood.
pause, dude. Pause. Wait, hold on, man. Pause. Okay. What was that? What? He said music? And then he put on that goofy Looney Tunes ass shit. Wait, no, hold on. What? Okay, man. But I need to eat a chip real quick, man. I need to eat a quick chip. Hold on. I need to eat a chip real quick. This is what the Alright. Let's get going. This is extremely loud. This is like Charlotte in the Chocolate Factory Oompa Loompa ass music, dude. Please turn this shit off. Please turn this shit off. I beg of you, please turn this abhorrent music off.
Cut the music. Go back
Thank
and
you.
look at that fern. Stanley, this
No, fuck
fern
you.
will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Okay.
You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Hold on. We need to count here. We need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 24, 24, 30, I mean, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So I think that's 37 leaves, right? Okay, we're gonna remember that.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
What?
No. Lying. You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
No! That's where we came from in the beginning. What if we go back here? What if I just... No. Doesn't do anything for me. Okay. So we go back and follow the other line then. I guess. So... Uh-huh. No. 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 I'm telling you, man, they gotta let me into this room, man. They gotta let me in, man. You gotta let me in, man. I need to... I don't want to go in here, man. I don't want to go in there. Look at that fucking place, dude. That can't mean anything but disaster for me, dude. Of course.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this?
Let me
to us?
out.
And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Pirate? Oh. Not again. Not again. Okay, we
You know
go.
what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever
What?
done for us? We're intelligent people.
I know you
right?
did not just
Why
close
can't we
that door
make
on
up
me
our
like
own
that.
Story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? Brody, I heard a door opening. Oh, never mind. Yeah, what's
Now,
going on back here?
Yes, this
What were
is
you-
exciting. Just me and Stanley
So
forging a
exciting.
new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
I'm so
What do you
excited
want
right
our
now.
story to be?
Oh, dude, I
Go
want there to be a
wild.
bunch of
Use
hookers
your
and
imagination.
cocaine.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, totally, man.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah,
No
no, the line
lines or
really.
monitor rooms.
Oh God,
Just
the
don't
line
acknowledge
is.
it, and we should be
It's
fine.
not it. The line's going in the ceiling, man.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
Fuck.
So I know that each door has to
So I-
lead somewhere.
Chat, do we
which
go
means
left or
that
right, man? Do we go left or
somewhere,
right?
the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means
What?
that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right,
Counter-inverted
let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Uh-huh. Now I want to go to the left, though. Okay, I can't.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
The confusion ending.
The confusion ending. You're
What?
telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Huh?
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what?
Don't
Am I
restart.
just supposed
Don't. Wait, no, hold on.
to
I want to
forget?
read this. I want to read.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind
The office is
goes
now
blank
dead end. Turn
simply
around.
because it's
Find another
written
dead
here on
end.
This
Okay,
thing,
end up in another building.
wall. Well, you
Venture
consulted
into
me.
unexplored
Why don't I
territory.
get to decide? Why don't I get a
Unable
say
to
in
go
all
anywhere
of
or
this?
do
Is
anything.
it really?
Oh.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
I feel like that's a
And the
lie.
timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Yo, is anything going to happen?
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Sure.
Eventually.
Sure.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
What? Did I just get hit by a fucking truck? In an office?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Uh-huh. So we need to find a safe space, is what I'm hearing. So we go to the lounge room. Did I just see something there? Nah. Not at all.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Mm-hmm.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Yeah, I'm
Stanley
aware.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, let's see if
Coming
Big
to a
Boss
staircase,
Man...
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Let's
office.
see if Boss Man knows anything. Because... The executive bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. This guy's on to something. This guy's on to something. Where is that? It's gotta be like fucking Germany or something. That too. Uh-huh. Open the door. That painting... Is that a fucking panda with a gun to its head? What the fuck? What do we got going on here, huh? The beige pages. So I've been in there before. I've not been in here. So let's go here. Business strategy. That's not written right. Also, that's just a fucked up painting to have, no? What the fuck? Anyways. Up or down, fellas? Up or down? You know, only way is up. So let's go up. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, banging. Yo. I'd like to stop though if that's possible.
I am the most expensive boss.
Okay. So does this elevator not work? Maybe go down. I must be tweaking, dude. I must be tweaking. Right? I must be tweaking. Get out. I have to be tweaking. Huh? Alright then.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
Alcohol?
not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention
Oh, wait,
was
wait, wait,
caught
we got
by a
some more fine
keypad
pieces of art.
behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Fucking controller.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened
Whoa,
to
whoa,
input
whoa,
the
whoa,
correct
whoa,
code.
whoa, whoa,
By
whoa.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Peculiar thing to have in your office, I must say. What is this? Darkness. Okay, there's nothing here. So... Uh-huh. Wait, can I just go back up?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
Yeah, dude, you should know
Why
this,
did
man. Come on,
Stanley
man. You
do
should be
that
aware.
when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I don't really know either, to be honest.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's
Okay,
that
so there's
keen eye for
this is just so that he
storytelling
can
that
laugh
you
at
have.
me
An
and talk shit.
incisive
Okay, yeah,
rapid
fuck this
fire
guy,
of
man.
critical
Yeah,
plot
get it.
points,
We get it, we
one
get it,
after
we get
the
it.
other, weaving
I
a
can't
rich
even go back up.
tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I'm going to beat this guy to death. I've had enough. Can I go back down now? Thank you.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Oh, I'm gonna beat this guy.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor.
Yeah, I
won't
will.
he?
I will.
Stanley
Shut up.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
So last
Facility.
time we went to the escape. So let's go to the mind control facility. A button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Sure. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Pirate again,
Each
dude.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And
Yeah, they're all
Stanley,
dead.
one of them,
None of them are moving.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this
What
time?
the fuck?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah, whatever you said, man.
No.
Let's get going.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
going on with that,
in
man?
someone else's
What's going on with that
control?
screen?
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Dude, I can't see shit.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past
Console
began to sink
disabled.
in, Stanley decided that this
Mind
machinery
control
would never
offline.
again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What's this? 5. Yeah. 5. What do you mean I'm supposed to dismantle it, man? Why can't you just do it? Like, boop, boop, boop. Whatever that means, man. I think there's a... Oh, that's closed. So... Oh, another button. What exactly is my goal here? Facility power. Mind controls idle awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Huh. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Mind control seems kind
Oh,
of cool.
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off.
Nah.
And leave.
Nah, I
If
think
you
I'm
want to
good.
throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Can I just
this is much
turn it
better
back
than what
off?
I had in mind. What a
Please?
shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
What do I do,
Mere
man?
moments until the
What-
bomb
man, what the fuck
goes
do I do?
off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about
What
me,
am I even
where
supposed
we're
to do?
going, what all this means. I barely know where
hold
to
on.
start.
0142
What's that?
0001.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of
3.
solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely
what do
in
I
this instance of the story.
actually do?
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you gets quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Dude.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds
Wait, hold on,
left.
hold on, hold on,
But
hold
I'm
on, hold on,
enjoying
hold
this
on,
so
hold on, hold on.
much. You know
1.
what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional
There has to be 2,
seconds, Stan.
right? No?
Time doesn't grow on trees.
No? Okay, no.
Oh dear
I'm
me,
being
what's
lied
the
to.
matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no
So-
idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was
Failsafe.
capable of turning it off?
The failsafe.
Look at
The
you.
failsafe's broken,
Running
dude.
From button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your
Yep,
purpose in this place is?
Just tickle tackle, doodle poop on these fucking
Stanley,
buttons here, you know,
You're in for
doing my
quite a
duties.
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
We just
That
press
timer
some of
isn't a
this,
catalyst
yep.
to keep
Just
the
go
action
around
moving
here,
along.
just
It's
press
just
some of
seconds
that.
ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of
What
watching
do
a cutscene,
any
because
of
I wanna
these
watch you
buttons
for every
mean?
moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a
Fucking,
tragedy.
I need to press
You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
4 yellow
But
buttons.
I'm going to destroy it
I assume.
first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
I don't really know what I'm doing here.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say,
Yikes! Well, that did. For fuck's sake! Back at this godforsaken office.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Oh? New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Yo, let me... Damn it. New content? Duke, I love content, dude. Give me content. I need content, dude. Uh-huh. What in the fuck?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Apparently.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a
I am
reimagining
aware
of the
of
game
that.
for consoles and home computers.
Uh-huh.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
You don't say.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra
I'm so
Deluxe.
gonna die here.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Uh-huh.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally.
Slow
at
ass
long last,
elevator,
it's
dude.
on to
Damn.
the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Ridiculous.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah, content. The jump
right.
circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump
Oh my
circle.
god, I can jump. Oh, so if you crouch and jump, you don't actually jump. Weird. Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh. Well, that was fucking lame.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content.
Oh,
there has to be
another
something
elevator.
else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's
Dude,
just
you're not
elevators
playing
and
the
jumps.
game. Why are you...
Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
If you
Hell,
start
I
reading the
could count to
dictionary, I'm
30
fucking
trillion.
muting your
You could put that on
audio.
the
I
box.
can't lie,
The
dude.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see.
Yes, yes.
I'm
Very
ready
nice.
for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what
Yeah, this is
happens
kinda
when
pathetic.
greedy video game developers with
give me
no
some more,
respect
man.
for their
Come
fan
on.
base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Yeah.
It's my
Yeah.
fault, Stanley. I
Get
built
'em.
up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just
Of
reset
course,
the
of
game,
course.
and we'll try to get back to what
Don't
the Stanley Parable
you
is really about.
Dare
No
reset
frills,
my
no
game,
gimmicks.
you
Just
little
you and me having a
bastard.
great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Yeah, mate. Sure. Fuck. Yeah, go ahead. Why not, eh? What else are we gonna do? Where am I? And what am I doing here? we get a picture of the office instead of the actual.
Psst. Stanley, come over here.
No.
In the vent.
No.
I want to show. You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well,
No, I
fine.
don't.
You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Wait a minute. I mean, I could go back there. Theoretically. So let's see. The new content's closed now. We're gonna go back, because that looks the same as it was before. So we're gonna go through the vent, I guess. We are playing Among Us. Or not. I guess we're not doing that. Fucked up.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah, we're going to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, sure.
Stanley felt lightheaded.
Beautiful lounge.
Butterflies in his
Beautiful
stomach.
place.
Giddy in a
Anyways.
way he had never... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Interesting.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I did not. I don't want to be down here. No, I'm gonna loop around again. I don't want to loop around again. That's still just fucked up, no? Anyways, let's see. Have you changed, perchance? Banger. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Banger. I don't think this elevator actually goes anywhere, like, at all. I don't think this thing does anything.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nah, you yap too much,
That kind of
man.
anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
And I wonder. Now, is anything even going to be different here?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No,
Although
I
this
don't think I
passageway
will.
had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't think so, pal.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I don't think so, pal.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Man, I ain't gonna die. Ooh. A hole. Oh, wait, I've been here before. Wait, no.
As the machine whirred into motion,
No,
and
no,
Stanley
no.
was
No,
inched
no, no, no,
closer
no,
and
no, no,
closer
no,
to his
no, no, no,
demise.
no.
He reflected that his life had
Let me-
been of
hey, yo,
no
let me out, man.
consequence
Hey.
whatsoever.
Hey, man.
Stanley can't see
I don't
that
want to
big
go
picture.
do the cock crusher,
He
man.
doesn't
The
know
ball
the real
squeezer. I don't.
story. Trapped forever
Please,
in his
man.
narrow
Let
vision
me out,
of
man.
what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
What?
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye, world.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Um.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
So.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that
Bars.
Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Fucking. So was that the game? What? Whoa. I did not see any of this, dude. Wait. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. What the What's that? No, that's the elevator platform thing. Maybe here? No, this is just the office. Where the fuck do I go? Ah.
Oh, look at these
No,
two.
never mind.
How they
Don't.
wish to
No.
destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Huh. Whatever he said. Yeah, let's just go to the fucking big dark room, I guess. I don't really know what else. Is that just a really big and far away lever? Oh yeah, it is.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Nah.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
As long as you move forward, you'll be
I'm
walking someone
not
else's
turning off my
Step
PlayStation.
down, it'll be your only
Alright,
true
that's
choice.
just not gonna happen.
Do choose it. Don't let time choose.
Just let me
for you.
jump,
Don't
man. Just let me jump. Damn. Fuck. I just got eviscerated, dude. Huh? We're back in this.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
You know what they say when an old man tells you to get an event, follow without questions, you know. Oh. Yo, he vented, he saw us. Oh, hell no.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? But it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What the
Just our
fuck
little
is
secret.
this?
Take a look.
What in the Harry Potter Lord of the Rings ass?
I call it the Memory Zone.
Brother,
It's
this
where
is
I've been
Skyrim.
storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Man, this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful, man. Kind of low poly though, but it's beautiful, man.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October
man.
of 2013
What the fuck did
when the
we do?
game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Ah. $1? Yo, break that shit. Take it. What the fuck is all this, dude? Are they gonna allow me to smoke a joint here? Or you're like, is that a little too far-fetched? Is that a fucking hamster? That's a fucking hamster, dude. Okay, brother, hold the fuck on. Why is there a fucking piano up there?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever
Can I move on
created."
from this? I don't
Did you
really
hear
care.
that, Stanley?
To be really
Every
honest.
game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing
fuck your
the
candles.
original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now,
I don't know. I
it's
haven't
nothing.
had a real Persona
It's no
3
games at all.
experience here, man.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Yo, Yo, hey, this seems important. I want to go in here. Or not. You know, suck my big wiggly dick, you know. What the How big is this guy's house, dude?
There's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly
I don't want to
stimulating
hear
commentary on the
another
nature of choice in
review.
games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need.
I don't want to hear
anything
these
else.
damn reviews, these ads.
All they had to do was transport
Oh,
it in
no.
pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Yeah, dude. Wonderful fucking... Yeah, I can totally... The serious room. Ooh. Ooh. That's fucking serious.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this.
And we've
part of the
arrived in
memory zone
fucking
before.
World War II.
What's this?
We're,
What's down here?
we're here in a war zone. We found
Oh,
a fucking
no,
zombie
God, no,
apocalypse.
Stanley. It's a
What the-
collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Yeah, sure.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Hey.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into
Where
the
did all
Stanley
this come
Parable,
from?
But the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
So we think a little highly of ourselves, huh, Mr. Narrator guy? Can I just... No? Okay. So we go in the ominous tunnel, which definitely has several crackheads hiding in it, I presume. An unrecognizable Steam review.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy, honestly.
Yeah,
you can.
I don't really care that much about
This is
this
actually
fucking
quite
reviews,
shocking
dude.
for me.
Open the door.
I always woke, to be
Open
honest,
the door.
I always thought of the
I wanna
game's
go
dialogue
out.
as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
Yeah, I mean, he's on to
Oh,
something there.
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my
excuse
I'd do
me.
anything for the customer, Stanley.
I did
Yes,
not
a
give
skip
you
button
permission
we
to build
shall
a
have.
fucking bunker in my fucking lawn? In my canal? Oh.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, you're back, you see? You were
Yeah,
only
can I press
frozen
it
in
again?
time for a few minutes, but it
Can
was
I
plenty
press
of
it
time for
again?
me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of... Well, there, sport. You really
on.
did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
But that's the
Dude, I
power of the
don't want to
button.
hear you.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption...
Yep, fuck off.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30...
Anyway,
45
skip it.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Are you trying to tell me that
You've
I
just
cannot
been
press this
frozen
big
there.
button right
I
here?
don't know why the skips are getting
Which is
longer, but
provided to press.
they're- Oh,
Fuck you,
Stanley,
mate.
You're back. You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Not for
Stanley,
long.
I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Goodbye. Oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Think some more, man. Wait. Do you hear that? You hear that, guys? Fucking silence. Did he die? I kind of prefer this. I might just not skip next. I might just stay in this room forever. Anyways. Please, please, thank you.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they
Yep, moving on. Silence. Peace and quiet. Again.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I get it, man. I get it, man. I get it. I don't know what the fuck you're yapping about, but you know. Yeah, surely that won't end up with any issues of drowning or flooding, right? Oh. 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 Uh-huh. Oh. Now this is peaceful. Now, I could just roll up a joint, sit right on this rock right here, and just have a jolly old time smoking. I could do that. Oh, the plants have all died, happiness is gone, and we'll never have any more peace in our lives. Sounds like something's going on out there, though. Yeah, no. What the f... What? How strong is this damn bunker? I'm presuming we pressed the button again. We don't. So where do we go? Oh. Don't put me back in that fuck-ass office. Ooh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? Fuck yeah,
Oh,
dude.
good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Even more new content? This shit busted. We shall move on.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
The Super Ultra Mega Deluxe?
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Yo, this better be good. Like...
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing.
Let's see what kind
for
of
it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around
2 eyes,
them.
2 ears,
It'll
2
work
nostrils,
itself
2
out.
arms, 2
Game
legs.
development is much more of a fuzzy magic
took the
than
red
anything
marker?
scientific or logical, really.
To the show floor. New features. The new content bus. Now, I don't know about you, but oh no.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Is merch a feature or the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
here we go.
Really?
Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watch
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
No.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
No.
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I don't think I could have ever been more Jimin in my gym life.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If
Not
this
really,
were
man.
the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's
No.
take a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
What?
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the gym
Dude,
button away.
I'll fucking hit you on your
Otherwise, soon you'll start to
chin,
lose
dude. Like,
all
how about
sense
that,
of
you
who
little annoying
actually
prick?
are.
What else have we got to see?
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would actually save me the
Epilogue.
work of finishing this feature.
The reassurance bucket. I need the reassurance bucket. I need a fuck ton of reinsurance from the reassurance
A
bucket.
common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those
Where's
who
the
played
bucket?
it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem.
Where's the bucket?
It's the Stanley Parable
Oh, here it comes.
Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
So can I get the fucking
Come on,
button yet?
give it a
The
try.
bucket? Yes.
Can you feel it? The
Yes, I
glow of
love the
comfort,
bucket. I love the
even in
bucket,
the
man.
face of
It has
crushing
physics.
despair must already be sweeping through your body. And in
I love
fact,
my support
can I
bucket.
say
My
that I
emotional
do believe
support
the
bucket.
lends you an
It's-
air of charisma
I
as
can't
well.
live without my
I
emotional
think that
support
just
bucket,
holding
you know?
it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
I wouldn't go
The
that
benefits
far.
of
I
the
wouldn't
bucket
go
seem to
that
go
far
on and
now.
on,
Come
don't
on.
they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Can I keep the bucket? Fuck yeah, I can keep the bucket!
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
None of these work
Which would
in
you
an
go
office
with?
setting. Fuck, 12th birthday? Because we
You know,
child labor, I
sometimes
guess.
when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Oh, fuck you! Don't ask me for my input if you're gonna ignore it. The
Well,
fuck?
actually, maybe I should have gone with...
Who
Nope,
the
I've
fuck
made my decision.
are
We're
you?
moving on.
What? Oh, I came from over there. What's this? The jump
You know
circle.
what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Or you just give me more jumps? You fucking dog.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
What's good, Ratatouille?
Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley
Brother.
collectibles. Now
What
it's a
the
real video
fuck?
game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature
What is this
Stanley
Dark Souls
figurines.
music?
And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Can
don't
I
want to
scoop
stifle
up the black
intrinsic
hole
joy
with
of
my
watching
bucket?
a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Fuck. Yo. They're sick. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
You don't say, huh? Where does this go?
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah, sure. What the fuck? Is this the
So,
infinite
Stanley,
pit?
what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
I don't
can
think
feel
they
it in
will
my
come
soul.
together. I mean,
It's
the bucket
going
is
to
sick,
work.
though.
There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
If you take away my bucket, I'm gonna
Are
fucking
you ready?
slash your throat, dude.
Here it is.
This time.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah, that looks shit.
Well,
Brody.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
No.
sort of...
No.
Okay, never mind.
No.
Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go, version 2.
Dude, that's worse.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait,
Yeah.
maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
I
Tastefully,
don't
of
know
course,
about
with
that one.
respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Yes.
Let me see if I can whip something up.
Yeah, Photoshop that shit real quick,
perfect.
Chief. You got it.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Dude, if you make this shit look like ass. Wait, hold on. Wait. So we got an actual just... That's crazy. Begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wait a minute.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
Okay,
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in...
Yeah, I'm not watching that again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
My bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
The fuck?
Stanley pressed the
Still
bucket
can't go
upon
into the
every
cool
little
room.
thing in the office. Nothing
Crazy.
responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Now, do I go left or do I pertain to the right side is the real question. I say right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling
Yes.
him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere
No.
else. The
No,
cargo
no.
lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I'm gonna
It
jump
should
off.
have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No. No.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless...
So we're
What if
bucket
the problem is
racists.
that you
We're
actually don't
bucketists
know
now,
there's
huh?
a bucket
That
and
we're
what isn't a
bucketists now, huh?
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well,
Unbelievable.
my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Unbelievable. We're
This
bucketists now. That,
misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Okay, X.
So
Open the
much
fucking
of the
door.
impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh yes, dark alleyway. Love it. Oh. Oh.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Uh-huh.
Simple enough, right? This
So
should
how the
tell us
fuck
everything
did
we'll
I end up
ever
on
need
a
to
game
know
show?
about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1.
That's a
Is
bucket.
this a bucket?
That's a bucket. That's a bucket. That's a bucket.
Incorrect.
Huh?
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
God. What?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Alright, fellas. We gotta... Wait, hold on. I need to get closer to my screen. Hold on. Is that a bucket? That's a bucket.
Incorrect.
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Wouldn't that still be a fucking bucket? What?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct.
Hey!
It's a bucket.
Next, next, next.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
That is a bucket in the shape of a 2011 John Deere. That's what that is. So, yeah.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the
Fuck.
earth. I thought this was a gimmick.
I thought I was a
How
step
on earth
ahead,
did you
man.
manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's
Nah,
just
move
on.
on,
to the
move
next
on. Bring out a beluga whale or something, you know?
one. Is this a bucket?
No. Not at all.
Incorrect.
Wah!
This is a bucket.
What do you mean?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Is that a bucket? Is that a bucket? What do we think, chat? What do we think? Is that a bucket? I think that might be a bucket. But it could also be a bucket in the shape of a bucket and therefore not a real bucket. Fuck it, it's a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What do you mean, both? What? How can it be a bucket but not a bucket?
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one.
What?
Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Is that a bucket? That is fucking oxygen. That is air.
Yes. Thank you. There's
What?
nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless...
Oh
is that
my
what you
God.
think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
I'll tell you straight right now that I believe you need to shut up.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm...
Well, mate, I can tell you right now, this in my hand is a bucket.
What a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
You're a whole
Stanley, I
bucket
can't
full of
keep
shit,
doing
yeah, bro.
this. I'm losing
You're a
myself,
bucket.
and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
You're a bucket.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay. Here
No,
we
my
go.
reassurance bucket! No! No!
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea.
What?
How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
No,
And
you're a
you,
bucket.
Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything, and we'll
can you
put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
You better give me back my emotional support bucket, dude. I swear to God, I need it. I need my emotional support bucket to survive in this crude world.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley lifted the bucket
my
into his
bucket.
arms, and
My
a wave
bucket.
of
My
comfort
beautiful
rushed
bucket.
over him.
Alright, let's head to the meeting room. Let's see what's popping over there. Now, maybe someone want... Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Hey, look, guys, I
Still
brought
no
my
one was
bucket.
here.
Oh, no one's here.
Stanley
Fucking
needed the
lamos.
bucket's warmth and comfort now
What do
more
we-
than ever. Perhaps his boss's office.
What do people
is where
want?
he'd find answers.
Things. Happy feelings. Violet James, you were fired. Money. More money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about money and things. Oh, this is facts, dude. This is facts, you know what I mean? This is facts. The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in the segment. Stripes. More secondary research. What is not what is hot? Target demographic teenagers. Okay. Number of slides on the slides. What's in here? Nope.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Hello? Boss man. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Ha!
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I wouldn't say beautiful, man. It looks like the guy from Ratatouille. No, usually... Okay, I was about to say, usually that door closes. Let's see if the elevator brings us anywhere different yet. Yo que no.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster.
No, not really.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yeah, the bucket's guiding me, dude.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Where are we going? I'm so gonna get my testicles ripped off down here, ain't I?
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket
Probably some like slave labor, child labor, you know, probably some human trafficking. I mean, this looks like some weird, finicky, fucking scientist place. I mean, they're usually involved with that kind of shit.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Yeah, I should really doubt that.
What things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Oh, we're back here again. Fuck.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as
so last time we were here, we turned the machine on.
Stanley decided that this machine...
So let's turn it on. The fuck was that?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Oh, hell no.
Wait.
Open the damn door.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Please, man.
Silence filled the room.
Please, man, let me out, man. Please, man, I don't want to be here, man.
Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the warmth of the bucket.
Open it back up. No.
The bucket.
No, my light.
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Ow.
Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay with that. Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What? What am I gonna find out? Are they about to steal my bucket? My bucket! It better be there.
I can't wait to tell this story
It
to
better
my
fuck
coworkers,
my
Stanley
button.
thought. How
It better
amusing
be
they'll
there.
find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time
They're
I
meeting
thought
today.
everyone had gone missing. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I love my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all. Lies, who are you, 666, lol. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? That this investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Ideas. What do they want? Stock options, money, artists rendering. Mission status. A large room, lots of boxes. Oh, so this is where we can find them. Looks like 427. What? A large room with lots of boxes.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Boom.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I am never gonna call that thing a Stanlerine. The fuck?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. And that's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
No, this is my
else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
No!
And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special
Where
bucket.
is my fucking
Come to
bucket?
Me, Stanley. Find me.
These are
He
fakes.
had to find the bucket. He had
These
to
are fakes.
return to
These
his
don't
old
exist.
friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, it froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh. Okay.
This
Am
is
I
the
about to give
story
birth to
of
a
a
bucket?
woman named Mariella.
Who is
Mariella
Mariella?
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
What? She did what now to work? Backflip is wild. We're back again.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Oh, God.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
You're not open yet. I'm pretty sure I've completed everything that there is to do besides get the things.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Let's see if there's a new riddle on the wall. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Yeah, whatever, man, whatever. Freak ass.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
There wasn't a piano
Crushed
here.
by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
The bucket knew.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Bring me down immediately. What have we got here?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, mind control facility. Although
We
this
haven't gone in
passageway
here
had the
with
word
the bucket.
escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
See, this guy's just tweaking, man. I'm not gonna die.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Oh. Okay. Bucket, protect me from this. Please protect me from this giant cock and ball torture machine.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant,
Okay, let me
the
down.
bucket's life came to an end.
Let me
as it was
down.
crushed violently
Let me
to
down,
death.
lady. Let me down, lady.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one
is
stood
different.
above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
My bucket! They stole my fucking bucket again! Fuckers. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge, much like a bucket itself. The human mind is frequently empty within, a carnivorous void. But through use of the exhibition in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourselves and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live your life as you were, in ignorance and darkness? I don't know. Can I get my fucking
Can you
bucket
see
back?
how arrogant it was for Stanley to take
Give-
a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
I don't
Can you
care.
see the
Give me my
hubris
damn
that
bucket
blinded
back.
him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will
Infernal
ever
bucket.
be
A
in
bucket
his
of the
short
infernal
life?
bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one other for control. Oh, really? I want my fucking bucket back, Chief. A bucket with two handles. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Okay. This is not 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer... Yeah, I'm not reading that, but fuck off. Ooh. Distress bucket analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance, vulnerability, size, and strength of the bucket. The stress of the bucket. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. While we know that the buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. When the fuck did this game turn into a bucket lore, dude?
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. I feel like I'm supposed to... What the fuck? Yeah, give me my bucket back, bitch! Who do you think you are?
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
You tell me, man. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
I kinda want to keep my bucket, though.
Buckets from their treatment as tools and implements. If only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
So I don't know if y'all can see that back there, but I'm about to be squished to death. I don't know, yeah. Unfortunate.